Now I want to get a little bit kind of your backstory because you have a unique story.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You from Houston?
Yeah.
From the north side?
Yeah.
Kind of describe how you came up. I know your story a little bit, but I want to hear from you.
Yeah, I came from my mama shit. She had like 2 kids, me and my brother. She adopted 4 of my cousins, female cousins, from my Aunt Dorothy. And then she adopted 2 of my male cousins from my Aunt Jean. And then she took my best friend at the time, Courtney, and she took my brother friend at the time, was Charles. So she had 10 people. She had 10 other kids in there. And then my other kinfolks was also living there. So anybody had friends able to come over too. So before that, all them came over, me and my brother had every kind of shoes, Jordans, all that shit. But once she took all them in, cause my family, they were going through some shit. You know what I'm saying? They was on drugs and all that type of stuff. I'm kind of like Bernie Mac. She had to take the kids in. You know what I'm saying? And shit, we kind of like, we enjoyed each other's company shit, but we struggled that whole fucking time, man. I ain't gonna lie, but we had so much time we didn't even see the struggle. From that, my mom wanted them going to jail for trying to buy everybody Christmas presents. She was stealing from out of Kmart jewelry section. She wanted them going to jail for that shit. Trying to steal a jewelry, trying to sell it because there was too many people to buy shit for Christmas. Right. Nobody was working. You know what I'm saying? When she went to jail, everybody split up. Me and my brother had to go to DeSoto, back to DeSoto, because we from fucking DeSoto. We were born over there. You know what I'm saying? Antoine and DeSoto. And then we had to go back over there, and we lived with my Aunt Jean. Yeah, she was out there with the dope and shit. So, and we got introduced to crack and shit, man. I was out there selling dope. Shit, man, I was young, man. Like by 7th grade.
By like 12 or something.
Yeah, I was selling dope in 7th grade, coming to school with dope in my ass and shit. Pause. yeah, man. Man, hit licks in between breaks in the back door and shit. Sold dope all through school. Then eventually, when I'm going to the homeless shelter, motherfuckers had snitched on me when I was in 9th grade because somebody said I was sleeping at the bus stop. I was in class, motherfuckers told on me. They put me into the office. Said, give me an address, phone them. I couldn't. They sent me to the Covenant house.
So you was sleeping at the bus stop. Was you out hustling so much? Would you got kicked out the house or what? Why?
Yeah. So my Aunt Jean, my auntie, she used to tell me. She'd wake me up and say, you got to go because motherfuckers coming in there, motherfuckers smoke some dope. So she wake me up 3 o'clock in the morning and had to leave, bro. This was like fucking.
Oh, so she was on dope too?
Yeah, that's 9th grade. So you talking about 9th grade? I had to go strong the streets. And then my boy, the niggas that cook dope in my crib. You know what I'm saying? One of my niggas that put me on, my nigga Chip, back in the day, and shit. He introduced me to that shit. You know what I mean? He was like, man, it's time because he seen that I would put me outside 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning, and he was like, shit. He introduced me to that shit, and I was hustling ever since then.
Off the porch.
Yeah, I was like 7th grade, no 9th grade when I left. I left completely. 9th grade was in homeless shelter. I went to homeless shelter, but that was like 7th and 8th grade was when I was living with her, and then.
Okay.
Yeah.
So when you say you went to the homeless shelter, somebody snitched on you from school saying, hey, I see this kid out at the bus stop sleeping, whatever.
Yeah, 9th grade.
So you went to a homeless shelter.
Sent me to Covenant house. I was cold in basketball, so I couldn't play basketball, nothing no more.
Yeah.
And then every time I got out the homeless shelter, motherfucker kept on snitching on me. So I lied, had an address, somewhere to live, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Get out, 10th grade, they told on me again. I had to go back to the homeless shelter. Couldn't play basketball again. So somebody was out there keep on telling on me, saying this nigga is out here with no place to stay. I don't know, like somebody was watching me. I don't know what the fuck, dog. I don't know what the fuck that is, man.
Somebody always watching.
Yeah, so they sent me to the Covenant house. Covenant house, like, curfew was 5 o'clock, had bunk beds with lockers. They fed us pizza every day. 3 days a week, same shit, bro. Steamed pizza from Pizza Hut. We had to get the donated pizza from Pizza Hut, bring it down there. How the cafeteria had the steam. Yeah. They had the pizza in the steam, bro. That shit was soggy. Like, why the fuck y'all ain't got this shit? Yeah. It all sitting on top of each other getting steamed, so it's soggy.
Yeah.
And we ate that shit, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. pizza.
That's crazy.
Yeah, man, I hate Pizza Hut.
I would too.
Yeah, I hate Pizza Hut, man, but that was it, man. I sold dope on fucking DeSoto, man. That typical shit, man. Typical shit.
But you got through school.
Yeah. I was school every day. I had to go and break into vacant apartments and kind of like breaking into vacant apartments and kind of what. My cousin took me in also. My cousin Jamarca took me in. Also Brandon, B-Man, which is Wi-Fi right hand man. So
shout out to Wi-Fi.
Yeah, so before Brandon was actually just running with Wi-Fi, man, Brandon actually started doing shit before. We doing petty crime before I was selling dope. So we was already out there.
Breaking in cars.
7th grade, yeah, breaking the car, breaking the soda water machine, stealing candy from the stores and shit, just roaming the streets, you know what I'm saying? Just being them type of motherfucking men to society. You know what I'm saying? And then eventually that shit went to the selling dope and shit. You know what I'm saying? But Brandon took me in.
Okay.
Yes, Mama D took me in and they basically then adopted me. So I lived with them for like the summertime. Then from there, and then I was feeling like, man, I'm taking food out their mouth. Cause you know, my partner Brandon, he had a household too. You know what I'm saying? His mama reminded me of my mama. You know what I mean? She was raising a lot of people. So I left that one with my cousin.
Yeah. And
my cousin took me in. You know what I'm saying? But then his mama found dope in my pocket when she was washing, and then she wound up kicking me out. She just like Men's Society, bro. I was
gonna say that when you first started talking about your household with your auntie.
Yeah,
I was like, that sounds like Men's Society.
Bro, this my story is Men's Society, bro. I'm literally Kane, bro. Like I'm not even gonna lie, like Kane all the way. That's exactly how my shit was, man. Steady getting kicked out, steady trying to find my way and shit. You know what I mean? Not really, just like how I went Kane with Too Short, introducing the dope and shit like that, cooking and shit.
Yeah,
that's how it was when with my boy Chip. The same way when Kane was sitting there with the gun when he was younger, that was my people Weasel.
That's
you know what I'm saying? I'm up for no Weasel. Weasel and Chris, they brothers with Weasel. He did that type of shit with me when I was a little boy.
For sure.
Yeah, same shit, bro.
Man. And so always, you know, homeless, not really having nowhere stable to stay, you managed to like still graduate and go to college.
Yeah, man. I went to, man, I could get off the bus, hustle, going into vacant, take baths, take a nap, and get right back on the bus. Sometimes I just stay outside all day, hustle, and just went right back to school. Because we'd be out all day. Yeah. And I get right back on the bus. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Might just change my clothes, change the shirt. Sometimes I ain't change my clothes at all because during that time we were having the black shorts with the pockets on the side, the little cotton little shorts. Yeah. They came in red, blue, green, white, all them colors.
Yeah.
And everybody wearing tees.
Yeah.
So during that time I was wearing the same black tee. You can't see the dirt because it was black tee. Right. You know what I'm saying? Black socks and the black feelers or black forces.
Facts.
Yep, same shit.
Definitely came up hard, man.
Yeah.
For sure. But even then, listening to like a lot of stuff I heard from you in the past, you don't smoke, you don't drink.
Nah, never.
You've been to college and you're a successful entrepreneur now, and you know, from seemingly what I see, you on the right track, and then you teaching other people how to be on the right track.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? How does that come in? But more so starting with the not drinking and not smoking. What does that come from being around that?
But shit, back in the day, back in the 90s, you know, Men's Society, Boys in the Hood, Poetic Justice, and Poetic Justice, the bitch was drinking, and she was out of her mind, so I ain't wanted to drink. Men's Society, old dog, the bottle, all I see is the bottle. You know what I'm saying? Back in the day, nigga beat his wife, you see the bottle going against the wall. You know what I'm saying? The bottle was everything, so I was like, I ain't fucking with that shit, because that shit, I feel like I'm gonna be a bum-ass nigga. You know what I'm saying? Then my kinfolks, they just laid around the crib, they ain't do too much of shit. They just drink and smoke, they ain't do nothing. So I was like, I ain't gonna be like them niggas, because these niggas ain't getting no fucking money. You know what I'm saying? I was like, the nigga that's pulling up, selling them some shit, them niggas getting money, so I'm gonna be like these niggas, because if I smoke and drink, I'm gonna be like these niggas laying on the couch. You feel what I'm saying? Then my mama, she ain't never smoked or drink. So that's why I ain't never fuck with it. And also Freddy Krueger, Freddy's dead. He scared me. It's a part in the movie where the person on the couch, when they went to their house, and Freddy popped on the TV, and he was like, "This your brain on drugs." And he hit the dude in the pan. He fried the egg, hit the dude in the pan.
Yeah.
That scared me. You know what I'm saying? When they fried the egg, he said, "This your," and I was like, Freddy Krueger, that scene scared me from drugs. That and everything else. You know what I'm saying? 90, I'm trying to scare everybody from drugs. That shit worked on me. I don't know about everybody else, but that shit scared the fuck out of me. So I never do drugs ever in my life. Smoke cigarette, pop no pills, smoke no weed. I don't want to do none of that shit. I don't want to drink none of it. Nigga, you got to give me $1 million to sip on something.
Man, that's dope. And to have that type of personality you have too.
Yeah.